Hi guys, hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. Today I'm back with 8 zombie style games that should be coming out this year or in the coming years. First up, we'll be taking a look at some more gameplay from Ill. Then we're going to take a look at the Fractured Veil, No More Room in Hell 2, Zevolution, the Parasites, Reborn Survival, Skur Ritual, and finally a look at the latest gameplay from the day before. Now before we get into the video, please subscribe and hit that like button as it really helps. Right, let's do this. So here we're taking a look at Ill. This time they're actually showing gameplay footage, and the game's been made in Unreal Engine 5, and it's great to see they're actually progressing with the game. Hopefully we'll see some more from them in the coming year. I honestly didn't think they'd actually release a gameplay video, I thought it'd just stay as a concept. With the first video that they showed, it was only basically animations, but the fact they're actually progressing now and they're actually doing gameplay is brilliant, so let's see what it holds for this year.
Into the dome. It might be your only way down.
Aloha and welcome to Hawaii, a destination with endless beauty and nature.
Up next we've got Fractured Veil. In this one, you're one of many clones who's been released onto an island. While not really facing zombies, you have to survive on a procedurally generated island based on Maui. You'll need to compete against other players, and the local wildlife, and mutants in order to survive. They're promising lots of different crafting and base building in different tiers, starting with thatch, then wood, then stone, then metal, so something akin to Rust maybe. They say that they're really interested in the community's input while developing the game, so if you're interested, why not join their Discord and get involved?
The destination of a lifetime.
Here we have No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the much-loved mod from back in 2011. You're going to be able to play with up to 8 people in co-op mode, where you'll need to survive through many different levels with lots of randomised and dynamic events along the way. You'll have to scavenge for your weapons and gear in order to survive. Now it's going to be released in October this year in early access, and the devs are all working on it part-time while they continue working at the real jobs. On release they're promising 2 maps, there are around 20 different usable weapons and lots of different items. On the roadmap, they have many different maps to come with more weapons and character customization. They're also looking at the possibility to store items after a match and bring them into the next match, so something like Tarkov possibly. While into the future, they also have the possible plan for human NPCs and lots of different craftable items, as well as different game types. It's definitely one I'll be keeping an eye on this year. Right, up next we've got Zevolution. Now this game recently failed a Kickstarter campaign in December. They were trying to raise 600,000, but they got nowhere near that figure. I think they got 3,000, 4,000. So I'm not sure if that means they'll no longer be going ahead with the game or not. Now, as they launched the Kickstarter, they said they'd already run out of funds, and it's been developed by a father and son team out of Germany. Apparently it's already been in development for 3 years at this point. Now, their aim was a massively multiplayer game. The scope of it was immense. There were going to be seasons, and you need to ensure you grew enough in the early part of the year to survive the winter. You need to store food properly, because harsh weather conditions would result in food deteriorating. Droughts or heat waves would affect your crops. There was also going to be animal taming and breeding. While this isn't shown in the video, there are loads of screenshots showing different farming setups and fields of cows, sheep and pigs, and it looks like all the models are there. With vehicles, the problem is everything will be usable, from horses, snowmobiles, cars, trucks, helicopters through to tanks. Again, these models seem to be shown either in the trailer or on the site in screenshots. It looks a bit rough in places with the UI, but overall it looks like a hell of a lot of work has been done on the game already, so it'd be a shame if it died. Now, even if it had got full funding on Kickstarter, they were projecting a release date for February 2024, so without that funding, who knows what will happen. They planned NPC villages and outposts where you'd be able to do missions like defending from zombies or from raiders, and you could escort caravans and defend them against real players. Like I say, it looks like they've done a hell of a lot of work, but for everything they've planned, it's still just a pipe dream. Hopefully they keep at it and try for funding again another time. I think the trailer for Kickstarter could be better. It takes too long to actually get into the better looking parts of the game. The first bit's just like a guy stood in a sandstorm. But let me know what you think. I mean, it looks like it could have been epic. Well, it looks like it could be epic. Let's see what happens with it. Fifth game today, we've got the Parasites. This will see you playing as a female survivor of a meteor strike on Earth. That's the only real description. So now there are zombies that walk the Earth. You'll need to craft and find things to help you survive. Details are a bit vague on this one, and it looks a bit simple, like someone spent an evening in Unreal and knocked it up. They say you'll be able to collect and grow food. You can also harvest resources to build a small shelter or an impregnable fortress, though only the shelter's shown. There's no release date as yet, and it looks to be single player only, but the devs said if there's enough interest, they may add co-op in the future, but I wouldn't hold your breath for this one. Next we've got Reborn Survival. This looks like it might have been abandoned, but I'm not certain. It's meant to be released in spring this year. The devs were very active on the Steam discussion boards, but looked to have gone missing in recent months. They say it's going to be a survival game without any sickness, temperature and stuff. It looks very bare bones for now, almost like it's an armor-free mod, and I can't imagine it'll be out in spring either. Coming in Q2, we've got Skur Ritual. This is the sequel to Made of Skur. It's going to be a single-player co-op survival horror game. There are next to no details of the game, but they are promised to release information soon. Now, Made of Skur didn't have any weapons at all. Your only weapons were the option to hold your breath, so the enemies didn't hear you. So I'm not sure what this is going to be. Maybe some sort of Call of Duty Blackout game. Now, finally today, we've got another video gameplay sort of graphics show-off of the day before from Fantastic Games. I still don't think any different than I did about this game. I think it looked too good to be true. It came out of nowhere from a mobile game developer. If you want to see my previous video about this game, I'll link it at the end. It looks great, that's for sure. Now, let me know what games you're looking forward to and what you think of the games in today's video. Also, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, because it really helps.